Hello guys, it's Mickey. Welcome to my channel, and if you just came to my channel, please subscribe, turn on the notification bell so as to be notified each time there's an upload coming from me. Arbutin is gotten from hydroquinone as well, but it is the safer brand of hydroquinone, because hydroquinone you need to cut it in order for you to get a safer, get a final result and also be at the safe end. But in terms of arbutin, no. All right, though it's gotten from hydroquinone, but it is safer to use for a long period of time. It doesn't really have a specific date on when to stop, because one, it is slow in terms of its work. Unlike hydroquinone, it is really slow. All right, don't let anybody deceive that if you're using arbutin is very fast. Nope, it is slow. It is slow in terms of its work, but it will give you a good result. Really good result. And unlike hydroquinone, it is not receptive to the sun. No, you can actually use it under the sun. You can use it in the morning, you can use it in the night, anytime. But hydroquinone is only used at night. Only at night. You can't use it during the day. All right. And in terms of, you want to see more result of arbutin powder, you need to be willing to mix it with kojic acid. It goes well with kojic acid, but not so well like that. But it balances well with vitamin C. So if you want to see a very good result with arbutin, try it with vitamin C. Try it with lactic acid. You will see a good result. Yep. Glycolic acid as well. But with glycolic acid, it's shaky. Shaky in the sense that glycolic acid doesn't work for all skin, and arbutin works practically for all skin. Glycolic acid for people suffering from rosacea acne, all right, people who have those big pimples, that come out. Rosacea acne will actually, glycolic acid will make it worse once you use it on their skin. So it is not advisable for all skin. Hence why I don't advise the mixture of arbutin with glycolic. But arbutin with lactic, it comes out well. It does. It comes out really well. You see a final result. All right, so we're moving all the way. I want to be fast, though my video will still be a bit long, but I want to be fast. Okay, so we're moving on to steroids. Now, steroids is still being used up to date. Yes, people say, steroid, does it contain steroid? No. You need to be at the top of your game. Even if it contains steroids, if you know how to switch, honey, you get a good result. All right? And don't be deceived when people say, no, it's made of natural products. Natural product, kojic acid, they will say kojic acid is natural, but we know it still contains some components, so that is not entirely natural. But in terms of steroids, yes, is meant for treatment. It's not even strictly for whitening, but we've inculcated it into our skincare brand for whitening. Hence why I need to let you guys know on the fact that you need to go in on the switch method. If not, you just damage your skin. All right, so if you decide to inculcate steroids into your regimen, one, steroids treats psoriasis, treats as well as age spots, treats dark spots, treats blisters, treats all this red stuff, eczema. Steroids does a good job at that one. All right, so since steroids is meant for treatment, same way with hydroquinone, they are used for a short period of time. Once it has treated the problem, you're meant to stop. Hence why most of those things don't, once you're treating them, like a week, 2 weeks, you should have seen result and you stop. All right, that's steroids. Steroids is 2 weeks. But steroids is still safer compared to hydroquinone. Even if you're still a bit clumsy and not good at your game, steroids is still a bit safe, because one, steroids, if you use steroids under the sun, it just leaves you tan. It gives you a red skin. All right, leaves you tan. It doesn't cause ochronosis, unlike hydroquinone, which causes ochronosis in the long run. If you're not good at your game, if you just left it like that without, you just kept using without any, without any break. But in terms of steroids, for steroids, you can actually, steroids are those tubes, those ones that contain clobetasol, all those things that contain 2%. They always indicate the percent as well. They are meant to treat. Even if you use them in your product, you're meant to give it a lapse. stop, switch to another product, continue later. All right. So in terms of steroids as well, you stop 2 weeks, you keep it, you continue later, maybe after a month. For steroids, you can continue after 3 weeks once you stop, or after 2 weeks. But for hydroquinone, you need to give a bit time for you to go back to it again. All right. So we're moving on to kojic acid. All right. Now, in most of my mix, I use kojic acid because people say it's not stable now. Kojic acid is not stable compared to kojic dipartate. Kojic dipartate is so stable. Yes, I agree, and it's more whitening. Kojic dipartate is more whitening. Well, kojic acid tends to do more job for me because, one, it treats melasma. Yes, most of all those women that are probably they are having this age skin. Yes, kojic acid does a good job at that. All right, and once you start using kojic acid, your skin just starts popping really nice. But the only thing about kojic is you cannot use it under the sun. It's just like hydroquinone. It's not used under the heat. All right. So since most of my product contains kojic, I keep saying it, avoid the sun. Just use it only at night, because you do not want to come out and it leaves your skin red, just having this reddish skin. So it is way better than kojic. It's even safe. All right, but it's only used for a period of 3 months. For that 3 months, you need to switch. All right. Now, in a situation where your product contains more of kojic acid and customers use it, are like, wow, it's giving me good products, make sure you inculcate them into a cream. You make sure they buy a particular cream that is either your maintenance cream or a cream that is meant to help for rejuvenation. All right. Once you have that, it's going to do a better job at reducing the work of the kojic acid. Not more like reducing the work, more like taking the blow. Yeah, in terms of, for kojic acid, you're meant to use it for 3 months. But once you have a product that tends to rejuvenate the skin, that tends to repair, that does more of repair, it's necessary you give them together with kojic acid. And once it's together with the kojic acid, they are safe. Yes, they are safe. All right, because that one on the other hand is doing the repair. And also if you're using a product that contains kojic acid, you also need a break. You need a break. But once you're using a product that also contains, like I've said, my maintenance cream that contains rejuvenation, I don't even know how to put the product that actually rejuvenates the skin. All right, you don't have to wait for so long when you stop those products. All right, for example, kojic acid, since you use it only at night now, you can't use it receptive of the sun. Now, the only time you know when you need to cut back on your kojic is when you're beginning to have it gives signs compared to the rest. It gives signs, like you begin to notice red blisters. All right, it means your kojic acid is a lot. You need to cut it a bit low. All right, and when you do that, you sit it out for 1 week, 2 weeks, continue. That's how good it is. 1 week, 2 weeks. Unlike hydroquinone, that you need to sit it out for a month to 2 months, then you continue again. But in terms of kojic acid, you sit it out for 1 week, 2 weeks max. And if you're using my maintenance cream, as I said, that contains skin repair products or rejuvenative products, that 1 week would help in doing more of the repair. Then you go back to your kojic acid. All right, so now for kojic dipartate, as we said, kojic dipartate, they say it's actually whiter, it's more stable, because kojic acid is not stable because of its receptive nature to the sun. All right, but kojic dipartate, it can be used under the sun. Most times people even use it for their sunblock. They use it for sunblock, okay, because it can be used in the sun. Okay, but if you want to be at the top of your game, you can mix the two. You still get final result, a way finer result.